Greetings, fellow humans! Today we're going to be talking about special effects. Now, I'm not going to do one of those montage-y things where I talk about what movie revolutionized what. We're going to be looking at one movie in particular, and it's a movie about special effects. The Wizard of Speed and Time. This is Mike Chitlove, a former Disney stop-motion animator who wrote, produced, and directed this low-budget comedy in which he plays Mike Chitlove, a former Disney stop-motion animator.
What an unbelievable coincidence!
It's based on Mike's 1978 short of the same name and tells the incredible true story of how that film got made. Now, what makes this movie stand out are the incredible stop-motion effects and animated sequences. Look at this and tell me that's not impressive for a guy working out of his mother's garage.
Disney started in the garage.
And I do think that that's his mom's garage for real because that's his real mom.
This is no time to get creative. We got a show to produce.
Well, this is kind of cute and upbeat. I like it.
Well, what do you think?
Now, starting your movie off with a visually stunning animated sequence is an excellent move, but it's important to follow it up with something just as compelling. Might I suggest incredibly offensive Jewish stereotype?
It has come to my attention from the new board of directors that you haven't produced anything profitable since Mother Aeschylus from Mars.
Seriously, this is almost as bad as Water from The Phantom Menace.
Do you think you're some kind of Jedi waving your hand around like that? My tricks don't work on me. Only money.
Now, just because you're the director doesn't mean your credit should automatically include your name. This one says directed by the man in the green jacket. Now, I do like this, and I think it's a very, very creative choice, but I can't imagine any other filmmaker being able to pull it off.
Is this Mike Jetlove?
Mike gets a call to interview for a special effects gig.
Yeah, I'm directing a TV spectacular on film effects, and, well, I just saw some of your work.
You did?
So he hops on Pee-wee's hand-me-down and races off into the heart of Los Angeles. And this has to be the most cynical and passive-aggressive musical tribute to Hollywood I have ever heard.
Studios and movie agents sign your name, will sign your soul, and add you to their cast of thousands, hoping for that starring role.
I'm your cheerleader, remember?
What?
This morning in the car. I gave you the clap?
Oh, yeah.
This is Cindy. She's an actress because that's the only job available to women in LA.
Oh, no. It's a cattle call.
Now, one effective way to save money on your low-budget independent feature is to recycle your low-budget independent shorts. This allows Mike to show off his stop-motion wizardry and his creepy serial killer face. Seriously, look at this shot with different music and tell me you don't poop a little. So Mike goes to meet his friend Brian, who lives in a TARDIS, apparently.
My latest multi-picture production.
Another studio screening?
Yeah, but this time, Brian, I gave him the script.
And we get to see some ancillary characters
Harold, you're such a klutz.
who I can't tell if they are acting cartoonish or mocking the mentally handicapped.
They're paying me a lot of money.
What's taking so long?
All those ladies out there are waiting for me.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
So our evil Hollywood producer villains decide to make a bet on whether or not Mike can make a short film for them.
I bet he couldn't even turn out anything we could use.
You got yourself a bet.
Yeah, because that's how movies get greenlit in this business. Brett Ratner will make an excellent director. I bet you he won't. I'll take that bet. Oh, why did I take that bet? Pfft.
Not available. $100 for Star Jaws.
These producers sure have a lot of weird titles. Like, what the hell is a Clockwork Kumquat about? Is that even how you spell kumquat with a... I'm just gonna leave it. Here's Mike and Cindy running into each other by the Hollywood sign.
Oh, I'm a singing wizard in the TV show.
You mean the special effects show?
Yeah.
We're both acting in it. Maybe
Really?
we'll see you. I don't even know your name.
My name's Mike.
Now, if you slow the supercut down, you can clearly see there was a point in Mike's life when he started making this face while getting his picture taken. Now, this goes without saying, but it's a nice tip for those of you going into Hollywood.
I know what you're gonna say.
Don't work for a stereotypical producer who carries a lightsaber.
And I see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
This is the most unprofessional job I've ever had. What is this?
Does this guy sound familiar?
Why, nobody knows where they're going or what they're doing, of course, except for me. Well, I could make a cap, or a brooch, a pterodactyl.
Well, he's what you call a kinda cameo.
Talk about typecasting.
But maybe the kinda cameo isn't your thing. Maybe what you're in the mood for is a Mexican-Canadian Cheech and Chong knockoff. Well, I have just the amigos for you, eh?
Oh, acting? Like, sure, like in a high school play, I was a goldfish in Thumbelina, eh?
Oh, you mean like Redford, man? Yeah. Not for a couple of years.
So in our next scene, we see... What the hell? Did the camera guy just fall off a cliff?
Just traditional filmmaking.
But these studio lights are gonna blow out every fuse in your home.
Not since the city put their power lines under our garden.
Get it? Power plant.
Got it.
We're off!
Only 1,620 frames more and we got it made.
Our heroes brave everything from bats on a string to a dark and stormy night to bring Mike's character to life one frame at a time.
I've been fired from my job, my car payment's due, and all the film cans I polished are starting to rust.
Dear God, was everyone in 1977 a big complainy pants?
But I was going into Toshi Station to pick up some power converters.
And here's pizza. One chef's special with everything on it.
Holy mackerel!
Oh my God.
Well, I guess we're tuna late. We're trout of luck. I fished these puns were better.
Lucky, Mr. Bookman!
The producers and Cindy show up to Mike's house to screen the rough cut, and we finally get to see what these guys have been doing with all that time and money and...
I am the wizard of speed and time. The world of film is where I shine. I've got magic to let you see just where you were and want to be. On imagination's silver screen, I can help you find your dream.
He's singing!
Wow.
I can't take it out!
I like it.
What do you think these guys are on when they made this?
That's actually a good question. But in any case, Mike and the gang have finished their little film.
We filmed all the stop motion. Now I just have the star sparkles to do.
Oh, the inside stuff is okay. Now you gotta go everywhere outside.
What?
But the bad guy decides to go double or nothing on the bet.
Best 2 out of 3.
Mike is ordered to make an even bigger film the second time around.
You need locations.
What locations? We can't film outside without street permits. We'll get arrested.
Attention, you filmmakers down there. Do you have a permit?
Wait, come on.
Gee whiz, they just disappeared. I can't see them anywhere.
The cops show up and chase them off for filming without a permit, and yeah, they literally chase them off. I already used the Benny Hill theme in my last lecture, so I can't do it now. Oh wait, isn't that Bronson Cave? Oh good, I can use this. Mike and Cindy get ready to shoot their first scene together.
And this is for you.
Oh.
Now, I know that this is supposed to be sweet and romantic, but in real life, no woman would want to get a homemade heart-shaped necklace from an oversensitive weirdo she just met and is doing a favor for.
It's hard to tell who's real.
Not too many people think I'm real.
You don't say! If a guy behaved like this, would you think he was real? I'm surprised his own mother hasn't mistaken him for an acid flashback.
But our whole house is a special effect.
Oh, and in case you were afraid you might miss anything in this movie, don't worry. It captions everything. Just to make sure that you know that this is a bedroom scene, this is a chase scene, and this is a clue. Seriously, who feels the need to put yellow captions on every other shot? And there's more montages of Mike filming and editing and animating and... Oh, and then there's that face again! I'm so sorry, Mr. Jitlove, but you're giving me Malcolm McDowell nightmares now.
That is Alex, and my 3 droogs. That is Pete, Georgie, and Dim.
Well, I'm sure he's not making that face anymore. I mean, what does he look like today?
It's done! I just finished splicing it!
Mike finishes his final cut, and in one of the strangest chase sequences ever put to film, races to the studio on a yellow suitcase.
Hey, there he is! There!
You know, so far we've seen a green wizard, dancing asteroids, and Woody Allen. I'm beginning to think that this script started out as a 90-page Mad Lib. Alright, Jitlove, the movie's almost over. You're up. What do you got? Seriously, this is amazing. There's no Photoshop, no CGI, no After Effects, just a guy with a lot of talent and energy. Here, this is Clark Kent outrunning a train. This is the Wizard outrunning a train. I rest my frickin' case. The Wizard of Speed and Time is a labor of love in every sense, and a truly magical experience that shouldn't be relegated to obscurity. Mr. Jitlove, if you're watching this, please feel free to come back and make something else. I, for one, would actually like to see the Wizard return.
I will help you find your dream.
And to conclude our lecture on special effects, I would urge all filmmakers out there to experiment and be creative just as Mr. Jitlove did. Remember, film is a visual medium. The tools have only gotten better over the years, and the only limit is truly your imagination.
I am directly below the enemy scrotum.
Hopefully it's not a third grader's imagination.
There's a wizard of speed and time stepping out by the Hollywood sign to sing the joy and love he's found and bring it all to movie time.